And the topic for today's class is going to be the highest common factor. Now the highest common factor is normally written as the HCF, but it also has another name which is the greatest common divisor, that is the GCD. Now children, as we have already studied about common factors and have read how to compute them, so we are going to do the exercises based on the common factor method. So the exercises of the HCF sums which we are about to do will be based on the common factor method. Now children, let me remind you that it is imperative for you to be thoroughly revised with the tables of 2 to 20, so that you will be very nicely be able to do these sums. So now getting on with the first example of this exercise. So children, as you can see that the two numbers which are there in this sum are 12 and 21. So as you might remember that in the common factor sums we used to make a table, and the table was somewhat like this. So here we are going to make similar tables, but as there are two numbers given in this sum, so we will have to make two tables. So here we have the first table for the number 12 and the second table for the number 21. Now first we are going to solve and take out the common factors of the number 12. So now children, as we are known with the fact that the smallest factor of any number is 1. So we always start with the number 1. So here also the smallest factor of the number 12 is going to be 1. So first we write 1 over here, which means that 1 12s is 12. Okay? Now coming on to the second bigger number, that is the number which is bigger than 1. So the number bigger than 1 is 2. But before writing any number over here, we first have to see whether 12 comes in the table of that number or not. So as we know the table of 2, we know that 12 comes in the table of 2. So we write 2 over here, and 2 6 is 12. So we write 6 here on the right hand side. That means 2 6 is 12. Now coming on to the next number, which is 3. So again we know that 12 comes in the table of 3 as well. So we write 3 over here. And we know that 3 4s is 12. So we write 4 here on the right hand side. Now children, the next bigger number is 4. And yes, 12 comes in the table of 4 as well. But we are not going to write 4 here on the left hand side. Why? Because 4 is already written on the right hand side. So we do not repeat that number. So as 4 3s is 12 and it is already written over here, so we do not write 4 again over here on the left side. Now children, the next number would be 5. But as we know that 12 does not come in the table of 5. So we do skip the number 5. The next number is 6. So as you can see that 6 is already written over here on the right hand side. That is 6 2s are 12. So we do not write that again on the left side. We let it be written on the right hand side. Now again the numbers bigger than 6, which are 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 do not have 12 in their tables. So we skip those numbers as well and we straight away come to the table of 12. And as we know that 12 ones is 12 and it is already written over here, so we do not write it again. Okay? So now as you can see that we have taken out the factors of the number 12. And so these are the factors of the number 12. Now, moving on to the next number for which we had drawn the second table. And the second number is 21. Again, the first step is to write the number 1 because 1 is the smallest factor of any number. So first, we write 1 over here, which means that 1 21s is 21. Now children, as we have learned the tables from 2 to 20, we know that 21 comes in the table of 3 straight away and not in the table of 2. So we are going to skip the number 2 and we are going to write the number 3 over here on the left hand side. And 3 7s is 21. So we write 7 here on the right hand side. Now the numbers which come after 3 and before 7, that is the numbers 4, 5 and 6, do not have the number 12 in their tables. So we do not write those numbers. We skip them and straight away we come to the number 7. So we know that 7 3s is 21. But as 7 is already written here on the right hand side, so we do not repeat it. Now again, the numbers which come after 7 till the number 20 do not have the number 21 in their tables. So we do not write any other numbers. Now children, one point which is to be noted is that the working which we are doing over here, it is very important that you learn your multiplication tables very thoroughly. Otherwise you are going to face some problems in doing these sums. So now that we have the common factors, the factors of these numbers, we are going to advance to the next step. So children, the next step is to write the common factors of 12 and 21. So when you will do these sums in your notebooks, you just have to leave a line over here and start writing the common factors over here. So I am going to write the common factors this side. So we write common factors of 12 is equal to, now we go in a U shape. We start from here and then we go on to the right hand side. So we start from number 1 and we have to put commas between all factors. So we write 1, comma, 2, comma, 3, comma, 4, comma, 6 and 12. So these are the factors of 12. Now coming on to the factors of the number 21. Again, we go on in a U shape, starting from the left side to the right side. So the common factors of 21 are 1, comma, 3, comma, 7 and 21. So now children, that we have the factors of both these numbers, the next step is to encircle the common factors among these. So, as you can see that there are just two numbers which are common among these common factors. You can see that 1 is over here and 1 is present over here as well. Again, with the number 3 is present over here and it is present over here among the factors of 21. So, we are going to encircle these factors. So now we know that the common factors among these are just two, which are 1 and 3. So in the next line, we write the common factors. One, comma, 3. Now children, this, as you can see, is the same process as we had done in the common factor sums. But the only difference in the HCF sums is the last line, in which we compute the highest common factor. So, highest common factor means that it has to be the highest or the biggest number among the common factors. So, as you can see that we have two common factors, 1 and 3. So, 3 is the bigger number amongst the two. So, the HCF for the sum is going to be 3. So, we write the HCF over here, which is 3. So, the answer or the HCF of the sum is the number